We are here in the quarterfinals of the men's adult advanced division in no-gi. We have Khaldon here in the black on black and Brandon Ramos in the level X black rash guard set.
Kachi in the slightly lighter color, swings around the back quickly, very aggressive motion.
Immediately gets the 4 points for that. Isolating the arm. Tries to go for the body triangle, but Khaldon gets in front of it, blocks the body triangle.
Kachi doing a nice job keeping Khaldon centered on his back, not letting him get off to the side so he can start creeping out. Good control of the back here. Yeah, very nice.
Very nice hip movement here. Potentially, I think we're going to roll him back into the center. Very nice roll. Both competitors are fine with it, and we move on there. Khaldon, nice roll through, but Kachi, man, doing a nice job of rolling through. He's going to come back up into the three-quarter guard. Potentially actually scores the mount on that.
Keeping that
it's waved back, so
gift wrap.
He was in the quarter guard.
Keeping that gift wrap the entire time. Kachi trying to swing back into that back control. Khaldon does a nice job getting out, though.
And he gets 2 points for it. From the guard.
And the logic there is that Kachi ended up in that quarter guard, which is going to be considered a guard here.
Yes, absolutely.
And that allows Khaldon the opportunity to hit a sweep because he is actually in a guard.
However you end up on top there, if you start in a guard and there's a change of top position to bottom position, you're going to score it for one competitor or the other.
Khaldon trying to look for this knee pinch pass, it seems, keeping Kachi's knees together. Kachi climbing over to the opposite arm.
Beautiful.
It's a bump sweep on the way.
Very nice timing on that. Khaldon looking to drive up and through. Potential Darce choke entry here from Kachi on the top here. Switches it off to a short arm Darce and then threads his arms back through. Potentially now going to shift this off to an Anaconda. I'm curious if we're going to see him initiate a roll towards back to the center of the mat.
Khaldon kind of prepping for that and flattening himself out, but that gives Kachi the opportunity to swing around behind the back, sneak a hook in, and then pull Khaldon back into a more traditional flat back position.
Yep, he does score the back mount points there. We are very close to the edge. Yep, referee is going to reset him. Again, 10-2 with 5 minutes left in the match.
Tons of action for this early in the match.
Very much anyone's match here.
Khaldon sitting up, looking for that underhook. Kachi grabbing the head in the process, potentially looking for this guillotine pass here.
Yeah, high elbows there. Coming to mount very, very tight, but the hands are blocked in. Going to switch it off to a Darce choke, and you're going to try to roll through. Darce is very hard to finish with that hand position, and Kachi's going to cover the back again. Get another advantage for his efforts. He does have to watch the roll through and their stand-up from Khaldon.
Good job from Kachi there, staying tight to his back as Khaldon turned to try to move into a guard position. Khaldon catching Kachi in half guard as he tried to transition over to the top, maybe to mount.
I really love the way that Kachi's coming, and every time he forces Khaldon to come back up to the top, he is threading for the choke, potentially even looking for a Peruvian here. And then immediately scoring this back. That transition he makes is so consistent every time. I just love when guys put their games together like this.
Kachi's transition from front headlock position to covering the back to setting the hooks in and rolling through is so quick and so practiced.
You can tell it's such a drilled sequence, and he's just used to, he runs these three things in combination. And again, he's up 8 points right now with 3 advantages. You can tell it's something that he uses in competition to great effect.
Kachi now in half guard. Another modified bump sweep there from half guard this time. Swiftly passes through, looking for that Darce grip again. This is very deep, though. Very deep on this Darce.
He's going to get the 3 points for the pass. Going to lay into the side there. Need the elbows to come in close to the body. The grip is slipping a little bit.
Nice defense from Khaldon there.
Yeah, very
nice defense.
Kachi is up now 15-2. With 3 minutes left, so again, still anyone's game here. But a very commanding points lead from Kachi here.
Kachi settling into this half guard, or side control, looking for that far arm. Khaldun does a nice job recognizing it, sneaks it in, but ends up having to roll the turtle.
Yeah, the transition there, you saw Akashi go for the back take. We've seen him use a couple of times, and Khaldun recognizes it and starts the roll before the first hook comes in, preventing it. Very nice flash pass here for 3 additional points from Kashi on top.
Khaldun setting up those frames, looking potentially to come up onto the single. Kachi, fantastic counter. Dives forward.
Beautiful intercept, double leg back down. Again, not on the feet long enough to actually have it score, but really prevented any sort of positional change ending up on the bottom. It very seems like he wants to be on the top, and so a great collection of techniques to keep him on top.
Looking at that guillotine pass again. Stabilized position there, moving into standard side control, potentially looking for that far arm like he did last time. Khaldun trying to turn in, potentially collecting this half guard now. Kachi is very, very high on this.
There's a possibility he gets rolled over here, but then he collects his hips, he gets back down. Using that whizzer, very, very nice to usually Khaldun's going to drive that up and be able to wrestle up off of that whizzer. But Pachi is actually bringing it up high enough to make that whizzer actually hard to wrestle up against.
And Khaldun here needs to get his hips out to the side a little bit more to take advantage of that underhook, and Pachi is just not letting that happen. Strong whizzer, back to the feet. Seems like the right move for Khaldun here.
Yeah, absolutely.
1 minute left in this match. Pachi is up 21 to Khaldun's 2. Drops down for a double leg. Pressures forward just enough to get Khaldun back on the ground.
Yeah, very, very nice technique there.
And again, looking for that guillotine pass.
Winding down the match, 23-2 right now. Very, very commanding points performance from Kachi there on the top. You know, pace has slowed down a little bit, but it is very understandable given the entirety of this match.
The pace has been incredibly high for this long of a match. This is a 7-minute match where Pachi and Khaldun have been working the entire time.
Yeah. Really, really great match for both of these guys. Pachi's going to take this 27-2 in the quarterfinals of the men's absolute division.